I got a hunting blind and a hunting chair and some bullets and so on.
For deer hunt.
Yeah. What did you get for Christmas, man?
Frame. I got a nice pair of
the actual
readers.
stool. Pull it up closer.
Is that them right there?
No, I hadn't broke them out yet. I'm waiting.
Those look good. I like those right there.
These were confiscated from a shop in Ocean Springs.
Okay.
But no, I got some really.
I
got a heater from a golf.
Let's make sure you're in frame.
That was cool.
That's neat.
Yeah. I got a towel warmer, so when I get out the shower and it's cold, my towels are warm.
You got a towel warmer?
A towel warmer.
Billy, what'd you get for Christmas?
I got some socks from my brothers. That's it.
Man,
hey,
lucky.
You know what? I got underwear.
No, socks.
Those are good socks.
Yes, they are.
So I got underwear, Aerosmith, Kid Cudi, vinyls.
What vinyl did you get?
Kid Cudi, and then I got the Aerosmith Greatest Hits.
Awesome, man. Vinyl
and this Yeti right
vinyl is coming back. Look, you guys know I sling cotton, sling vinyl. I sling vinyl.
We sling cotton, Matt.
Yeah. It's a duo now.
There you go.
Guys, they're on here. I mean, talks about some really good news.
Yeah. So.
I got the yellow ribbon. So, it's okay. How many times did you sit back just relaxing? Understand movements coming in, yeah, we got the packs in. I don't really wanna see no more traffic. Last pack just came in, let's get it out quick.
I had a hard
Wanna be okay, wanna be alright.
Where's the number of
Wanna see the world.
Spread the word more. Maybe share it. Well.
Can I not plug the boot outlet?
You can definitely plug the boot outlet. We will plug you.
Nice
Do you remember the boot outlet that was right there by the airport?
By where Montana's
That's
is.
the same one. Remember the guy that says you can ride to New Orleans, you ride to Mobile, or you can come to the boot outlet.
Same dude?
Wait a minute. I don't remember that. Was that a commercial?
$9. 4
So
pairs.
Billy's been in Gulfport his whole life, I believe, right?
Yep. Well,
Pretty much.
I've been in college and
So you've watched this.
Madison,
It's on there.
Mississippi.
I don't know. I can
Madison?
share it.
The Red Brick
You just got to
neighborhood?
follow us.
The Waffle House that's red brick? That's not.
The Doc, McBee's, Timeout, all of
You know,
them.
Madison, Matt, if Madison, Mississippi, they have like a brick code.
I was just there. Yeah.
I'm correct about that, right?
I know all about
There's a
that.
certain code of
Great
like,
place.
Yeah.
Great place.
So
yeah, for sure.
it's like where the influx of the city kind of started to bubble out a little bit.
Kind of like the Germantown.
And they wanted to make it a little fancy. So even Wendy's has got the brick on it. So
Waffle House does too.
anyway, guys, welcome back to another episode of Kathy and Susie's Kids. I'm Matthew.
And I'm Jordan.
And we're here blessed with a couple of fine gentlemen, Mr. Matt Mcdonnell and Mr. Billy Ruble. So
Matt,
guys,
you've been on here. This be your third time, right?
Fourth show.
man, you've been on here more than me.
You know what? Though, y'all show is so cool because the fact that the subject matter changes, and fortunately, I can change at least a couple more times.
Yeah, well, we will plug you. That back.
We will plug you.
That's our. That's our
you know what? Though, what I really want to do is get the hockey guys back here. Look, they need a little vacation. They worked their butts off. They worked their butts off in December to show South Mississippi that hockey can come back.
So, dude, let me ask, how many games did they have?
Three.
Yeah. And they were like sold out pretty much? Or?
Well, the first one was okay. The second one was really good. And the third one was through the roof.
I heard there people were paying $100 a ticket to go watch.
I don't know about any of that. I hope not, man. That's excessive. But the locker room did get some use, and we're going to do some other cool stuff with the locker room. But you know what, though? First of all, thank y'all. We're the first show 2022, man. I love the fact that we're the number one show for the year. And once again, I love to let you guys scoop Main Street Media.
Again, here we go.
That is the best, man.
When you guys going to take over Gulfport.
Now, listen, when you guys get to scoop Main Street Media, it's like,
well, we are mainstream media now.
You are now.
We feel like that.
But I kind of want to be that. I see us doing that mainstream media, but could we spin a little comedy in there?
I think, you know what? I think mainstream media has to pay attention to what you guys are doing. Okay, because that's why.
Thank you. That means a lot. That means a lot.
That is why. That is why we chose y'all show to do our initial podcast about Second Street Social Club. Right, the event is the event, but what created the entity was really about where we live and the fact that we have a lot of fun where we live and we're proud of where we live. And we want to have cool events to come back into downtown Gulfport because that's where we live.
So when you say in Maine, so are we talking the whole one coast? Is that the one coast thing still going hard?
I don't know anything about what the city does with one coast. I know the concept, but that's not what we're about. We're about promoting what's cool about being in Gulfport, Mississippi.
So where's the Main Street at, though?
Is pretty cool.
So the Main Street, though, is it? So I'm trying to figure that out. I was looking over. So you got the Second Street, but Main Street. Where's that kind of spanned out? Where's the area? Do you know, like the little zone?
Well, I think Main Street is more downtown, and I don't want to get into what the city does because we're kind of an offshoot that will complement the city and bring more activity to downtown Gulfport, to Centennial Plaza.
So let's rewind this a little bit then. All right. So both guys in Gulfport. So Billy, you're born and raised in Gulfport.
I was born and raised in Gulfport.
Matt, you're born and raised in Gulfport.
No.
You lived in Ocean Springs.
No, look,
you got a long-standing history over there.
Yeah, I applied for citizenship to come to Gulfport, Mississippi,
and they approved it. You got some good people on your reference.
I had to get
a lot.
Look, I had to count the write-in votes to get accepted there. But I love living where I live, and it's a great place.
So y'all are both on 2nd Street.
We both live on 2nd.
He lives on the east end,
and how long have you lived there?
I grew up in Gulfport 60 years ago, but I built a house at 1700 block behind Bradford O'Keefe Funeral Home about 8 years ago.
Okay, so
so you're one of the first kind of
trendsetters.
Well, the downtown vibe. I mean, y'all.
Well, no, after the storm, when it took us a little while to get rolling.
Was
again,
it like the golf cart crew though? I mean, now there's golf cart crews down there, right?
No, not really. I mean, the city's not adopted a formal golf.
What?
None.
Come on, Mayor Billy Hughes. Where you at on that one?
Come on,
I'd like to have you on here.
I'll let y'all chase.
We'll delegate it.
Chase the mayor.
Bring the golf carts.
But guess what though? What we're wanting to do is to create a golf cart event with vintage cars. Okay, vintage cars, golf carts, no floats. We do not want floats to be a part of this event. It's not designed that way.
What about trucks with like little trailers in the back?
If you have like a lawn and garden trailer and you've got Little Miss 2nd Street,
a little hay on or something.
Yeah, I mean that's fine.
Okay.
That's all fine.
So this is a formal parade.
We're concerned with the canopy of the oak trees.
Yeah,
we don't want. That's why we don't want the floats and the fact that we don't want to create anything that's going to change the character or the vibe of where we live.
So they got kind of like the vibe of like Latimer when they had the Christmas parade.
I was just thinking about the Latimer Christmas parade.
Similar, like small town.
It'll be kind of about the same thing.
Yeah, small town.
How many people do you guys have signed up right now?
We have.
Hey, wait a minute. Billy Ruble is the CFO. He is the membership chairman.
Sounds like the fall guy.
And now
Matt's just passing all the blame on.
And now he is the merchandise manager of the 2nd Street Social Club. Okay, he's running the show.
So the fall guy.
Yeah. Kind of.
So back to how many people?
We have 210 different families that have joined up.
Wow. And each one of these people are going to be a unit in the parade,
and have paid, and that could be times 2 or 3 members. And as far as units, we haven't.
I think realistically, we're going to have a lot of cars,
right? So like cruising the coast cars,
a lot of golf carts.
You got Miles.
Miles is in.
Yeah,
we want to jump.
Shout out to
we want to jump
full blown scraping the coast, Miles. Yeah, just got to plug you right there. I love Miles.
No, look, he joined and he bought some
last
merchandise.
night. He came to my house and bought 4 T-shirts and a membership.
So,
boom, Miles, shout out, love you, buddy.
Money, baby.
Where are all the proceeds going to this thing?
Well, hold on. It takes a lot to put this.
That's true.
Okay, I mean we're talking
to the Hancock
about
Bank.
We're talking.
Hancock Bank. We will plug.
We will plug you. Just a chance.
Wait. They're one of our title sponsors. We have a lot of Gulfport businesses that have signed on because they see something new, something fresh that celebrates Mardi Gras, celebrates a old historic street, and really celebrates the fabric of.
All right, let's dive into this.
But hold on, Matt. They just asked, where's that money going to? Do explain that.
Okay.
It's real simple. It takes a lot to run this thing.
It does. I mean, we're having a nice party at Centennial Plaza after the parade. live entertainment, Gulfport musicians.
Nice.
Gulfport musicians. We've got a old school R&B show called Old School. Blaine Ashley, he's going to be producing that show. He's doing the production. An old Gulfport guy that's been around doing entertainment for years in the city of Gulfport. So everything we're doing ties back to being in Gulfport. Everything.
So for y'all's first year, y'all are really going all out, kind of expanding it out, having I like the after party.
No, the after party. Listen, Matt missed something. Not only do we have the after party with the old rhythm and soul, we have Mark Slogel and the mayor at the Rock and Roll.
My boy Mark Slogel. Shout out.
We have a shout out to Marky Boy Slogel.
There you go.
And as a matter of fact, that's where the parade will originate, is down where the Slogel family
I got to
and Duce family and the Haynes family's father, J.J. Harry, on J.J. Chevrolet, and that's where the parade will originate.
Okay.
That's
way before my time.
Right, that's north of the aquarium. That's north of the aquarium between the federal courthouse and the police station. Right. But that's where the Chevrolet dealership was in downtown Gulfport.
So what time is this going to be?
How many years was that dealership there?
That dealership was there from the Depression probably until 80, 85, 90.
Okay, so over 50 years.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So as far as that's because and they still exist today at Turan Foley.
Okay,
somewhat.
I mean, so the dealership still has roots. Okay,
dude, he's like a Jeff
so once
O'Keefe
again, it goes back to being about.
That's a Biloxi thing.
Yeah, but still,
no diss, Jeff. But that's a Biloxi.
We've had
Jeff on everything.
I love him.
But he knows the history of like Ocean Springs.
I'm the night watchman at Bradford O'Keefe.
All right, so let me ask this. Tell me some rich history about 2nd Street. Is there any cool stories that you guys have about this?
Billy Ruble, you got to go there, man, because you know what?
Tell me something, Billy. I know, when you was a kid, y'all got in some trouble on 2nd Street.
No, I was horned about a few.
Poplar Circle.
I was a Poplar Circle Panther. Anyway, 2nd Street, my father grew up on the corner of 18th Avenue and 2nd Street, and 2nd Street was always, I think downtown Gulfport was originated in West Gulfport and downtown. And then again, 2nd Street down at the Hughes Avenue Park, that's in 1899 is when the first house was built there. So
that's crazy to think that long ago.
2nd Street's always been a part of that. And I'll tell you another thing. My dad told me, and I still remember this, on the very east end of 2nd Street, where you go into Centennial Plaza. I've heard people say for years, I remember we used to go in and out of there. You never could go in and out of there. It's always been a federal installation. And in 1917, I think it was built to celebrate the centennial of the great state of Mississippi. And they were not able to do that and celebrate it because of World War I.
There you go.
There's some history.
Jeez,
well, but you know what? Though,
17.
I mean, you've got grass lawn. And
that was the Milner family that had that.
I understand. And the Milner family has shared with me information.
Billy, put your chair up some. I can get you in this shot. You're kind of twisted out of it a little bit. Yeah, you're square up some.
I get twisted sometimes, buddy.
Get them pearly whites in here. There you go.
But like with grass lawn, right? Grass lawn is kind of a visitor center.
Right.
And
he wants you to turn this way.
Like face me.
Yeah, go
square up. There you go. There you go.
There you go. Yeah. There you go.
Hey,
there we go.
Hey, but with grass lawn, that backside's
good.
That backside's to 2nd Street. Right? It is a local facility for the city of Gulfport where you can have weddings and other social events. Very nice setting under oak trees and
So they've done a lot of work there, right?
Well, they rebuilt it after Katrina. I mean, 2nd Street was decimated. I did not live there. Billy has shown me things I've seen.
So your house, did you build it from the ground up or did you remodel an old house? Or
I bought it the slab.
Okay.
My brother Norman lived 2 doors from there, and my dad grew up a block 100 yards from there. And I went and bought I was either going to buy a spot out in Bellevue or a place on 2nd Street, and I decided to build there. And
so did you use the slab or did you demo the slab out?
I demoed the slab.
Come on. So tractor work. I see this right here.
Yeah.
Billy Ruble tractor work.
I love it because it's simple.
I love the fact that you just brought us enough koozies to do whatever we want with. I mean, we weren't going to advertise for them. We're going to use them. But guys, right here, take a look at this. All your tractor work right here. Mr. Billy can take care of it.
And so you do all like clearing. I mean,
I do land clearing. I do anything to do
personal and commercial.
Whatever you need.
Okay.
He'll come cut your grass.
I mean,
if you're in a desperate.
A lot of people need.
Okay.
A lot of people need this though. a lot of people need this.
Are your tractors going to be in the parade?
Matt,
we're going to
defer to Matt on that.
Listen, first of all, we are very proud that we'll have Highway Patrol, Harrison County Sheriff's deputies, and Gulfport PD.
Got Troy out there rocking
on motorcycles to lead the parade.
Okay, that's important.
We love the law enforcement. Okay, we want everybody to be safe. We want people to understand that this is an event for families. No nonsense. It's an afternoon parade that runs down 2nd Street. It is golf carts, vintage cars, ATVs, bicycles, motorcycles, and we will have a tractor.
So
we will have a tractor.
You want to roll this back? I want to roll this back and say, when the hell did y'all come up with this idea? Like, were y'all sitting down at a chair? Like, where was this idea? Like, y'all, because y'all are buddies.
Matt was sitting in a chair.
I was in a chair and he was in his golf cart, and we were watching the abbreviated Cruising the Coast of 2020. Okay, there's all COVID. Everybody had to kind of keep a safe distance. All the numbers were down, but we were still able to do events. Thank you, Tate Reeves. Thank you, Tate Reeves. Thank you, Tate Reeves.
We will plug you, Tate.
I will, man. But you know what? We were able to do events. We were
76.
able to do events as safe as we could during COVID. I appreciate that. We did a lot where I work.
Yeah.
And you know what? It made it bearable.
So Billy, did he call you right away with the idea? Like, I want to.
No, he did.
He rolled up in his golf cart. I'm watching cars in a lawn chair just to the south of my land.
Next to grass lawn.
Is that the one with your swing? That swing? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The one with the swing. And you know what? The idea sprung up, but we couldn't do it in 2020. And 2021. We talked to the real mayor, Billy Hughes, and he said, look, I love your idea. He loves it so much. He's our king. He is the king, the inaugural king
of 2nd Street.
Of 2nd Street Social Club Mardi Gras.
I love that. So who's the queen?
Go ahead, Billy.
A fine lady, Mrs. Peggy Ryland. Peggy.
Congratulations, Miss Peggy.
Peggy has lived on 2nd Street. She is. She's lived on 2nd Street for many years. Her son-in-law was Alex North, the famed photographer.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
Hey, Miss Peggy's nephews are Frank Bertucci and Paul and Ryland and Jeff.
FEB.
We know a couple of those guys.
Ryland's been on here.
And her FEB distributor.
Yeah, man.
They do a good job.
Mrs. Peggy Ryland's family also owned the log cabin years ago behind after Camille, the Friendship House was blown down, and the Meyer family owned.
Let's go into the log cabin.
House.
So, how big was the log cabin?
It was an institution.
I'm fascinated with history of Gulfport.
I've never even heard of it.
Me either. I'm grabbing knowledge right now.
No.
It was also on. It was not in Gulfport. It was on the. It was east on the Biloxi side behind there. But Mrs. Mary Myers was a very colorful lady, and Mrs. Ryland is also. And we've chosen her as our inaugural 2nd Street Queen.
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
To the queen.
And it's also our major title sponsor, FEB distributor. It's their aunt, Frank Paul. I like to state
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, keep it.
Listen, that was not colluded. That just happened because of the history of that street.
Well, you're in the coast. It's a small coast,
and
everybody's related at some point.
I'll tell you right now, we since we've been doing our little pink dress run, we do our money with Memorial Foundation. Memorial Foundation. Well, guess who's the president? The president of the board, Paul.
Okay,
so I've been able to.
The family's roots are deep, man.
So Teresa, Brittany, Paul.
Let me tell you what.
They're great people.
What I learned
straight up
when Billy told me that Miss Peggy was going to be our queen, I said I totally agree. That's the perfect choice. I'm not from 2nd Street, but I've learned a lot in a short period of time. But she was the perfect choice. But to learn that her family owned the piece of dirt that she currently lives on for over 100 years, that's like, how deep a roots do you need?
Right. No, I mean, there's not a lot of people that can say that down here.
Does anybody own? Do you have any property that's that old?
Yeah. Matter of fact, my brother Norman, who lives right behind me, my aunt built the house in 1923.
There you go.
And he's there still today.
Dude, he is like Big Jeff.
Yeah, just
So Big Jeff.
I'm glad you're in our network.
So when Big Jeff came on our show, and this is a podcast, guys. You really,
As in,
You know who he's talking about?
huh?
You know he's talking about?
I'm the night watchman for his.
Yeah,
for senior.
So Big.
But he just blessed. They blessed us. Our senior blessed us with knowledge. I mean, he told us about.
He's a vast, big time. His father.
He wanted to tell us history. If you want to tell us a story, he want to tell us,
everything detail about
how the property landed, like him growing up, the house he lived in as a kid.
How
Like,
you doing there, fella?
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Nailed it.
And he gave us signed cookbooks.
He did give us signed
And
cookbooks.
the right there, the fly swatter right there on the ground, the fly swatter brought that to us.
So we're gonna have to get you to sign one of these before you leave.
I want to know, like,
I love the O'Keefes. They're my neighbor, and like I said, I'm the night watchman over there.
when you go down Gulfport, for a person that doesn't really know much about Gulfport, so when I go downtown, I love the architecture about it. Like, it's beautiful. Like, I don't know what was there first. I don't know what chandelier used to be. I don't know
I'll
that.
tell you what that was. That was Jack Barrett's Cleaners.
See, that's why we need this guy with us, like, historian.
I'll tell you another thing where Lenny, my brother John, repaired and redid Lenny Sawyer's office there. But where Regions Bank is, Mrs. William Ruble Sr. used to have a boarding house there. Before they had apartments years ago, they had rooming houses. And my dad grew up in the spot.
So what is a rooming house?
A
Like
rooming house. It was like 3-story.
Okay.
My dad's family lived on the 3rd floor. 2nd floor, they had rooms, it was like a flop house, and on the bottom, Mrs. Ruble she served 3 hots in a cut every day
To who?
to the
Airman?
Tourist.
30s and 40s. I don't know.
Oh.
People that rolled in.
A little before my time.
People that were rolling in at that point of the time.
So what? Remember the bicycle shop that was like right on 49? What that used to be, that area right there? I'm curious about that.
You're talking about where the Western Auto by Joe Sam Owens' office?
I believe like the big building.
That was the Western Auto. A guy named Franklin Abel owned that. He was friends with my family.
See, I want to take this guy. Like,
That was right north and that was right north.
Y'all got to bring him back for another.
Hey, listen, that was right north. That was right north of Mr.
we can add,
Geodis'.
this is a long podcast, but can you grab that real quick for me, Matt? That metal print right there. Yeah, the downtown in Gulfport print on the left, on the metal print.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was able at Kono during the pink dress. I want you to have this because the history. But I was doing. So we did the pink dress run downtown. It was like 7 a.m. And in Kono goes the Markham building, the hotel.
Right. So
I went up there with my camera. I'm a photographer, and I shot downtown Gulfport.
That's a beautiful shot, man.
But I added my own taste to it. But like I was up there, and because that building was like, what is?
So
that?
what was the Markham building?
Yeah,
the Markham building.
That's yours, buddy.
My dad used to go. He learned to swim in the Markham Hotel swimming pool. And my dad used to, when he was a child, in the 40s, my dad graduated from high school in 42. That's where the homecoming dance would always be. And until I'll be 62 in January, until about late 70s or 80s, that was still a hotel.
But was it like, it was like an upscale?
Oh, it was big time.
Oh,
in the late 20s, I think it was built in, don't hold me to this. Yeah. I'd be lying if I said that. That was built in the late 20s or 30s, and it was an icon up and through.
It's coming back.
Mid 70s. Well, yeah, I'm kind of like Lenny Sawyer on that. I believe it when I see it.
Yeah. Well, but
the White House Hotel.
What hopefully does is I was able to be up top there and see it. I'm like, that built kind of like, remember the White House Hotel? How it was like everybody's like get it fixed. Like I think
they finally did that,
and it's wonderful there.
That Markham
the rooms are a little stuffy.
Markham's got a lot of potential, but.
Gotta have money. Gotta have investors.
But I shot that at 7 a.m. I just want you to have that. It was
that's a nice gift.
I appreciate that.
That's a nice gift.
I can use this in my house because a lot of my home is in downtown Gulfport and 2nd Street. A lot of pictures of old Gulfport.
Yeah. I think I just heard comments.
Is it comments?
Comments.
We got some comments. All right.
I can imagine.
John Boopy, best podcast ever.
Love you, John.
Thank you, John.
So kind.
Don Elkos is so excited about everything 2nd Street Social Club is doing. Billy Ruble, they can't see you.
That's what somebody said?
Yeah, they're saying scoot up some.
Yeah, so you might have turned more like,
to the camera.
Yeah,
straight Billy and face the teacher.
There you go. Face
What's
the
in
camera.
There you go. There you go.
There you go.
Josh Brashear says, Billy helped me navigate the mean streets when I was starting to bike route.
That's the Mississippi.
Bike ride. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had several. That me and you did the interview.
We need to get him on the show. We need to do a show there.
Josh is Hancock, right? Hancock Marketing. Josh, the bicycle, the bar.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
He passes. Yes, he passes by every day. Yeah, on Tuesdays.
Is he right down 2nd Street?
Tuesday guy.
Right.
Tuesday guy.
And that's a bar bicycle.
No, it's Chandelier Brewing Company to the Centennial Plaza and back. That's
So I didn't know about
Josh.
that. I mean,
You need to get him in the parade.
That guy's he's too fast. You know what I'm talking about. That's the guy that runs faster than his dog.
But you know the fact that the parade is going to end at Centennial makes us so good, because Centennial, the assets that they're bringing to the party, land, places to park, venues that we can utilize inside.
And just the scenery, really, it's beautiful.
Let's just throw down at the Centennial, because I went to the Bicentennial, and before I went to the Bicentennial.
That was a good party.
And that was a good party. 17.
And
that was a good party.
So this is funny. This is a true story. I was drinking because they had a bar at the green room, and I was in the green room with a bar back there. They kind of had it set up. It wasn't, you know how they did the little setup shops. Guess who was next to me getting a drink? Phil Bryant.
Phil Bryant.
They had one of the coolest guys, but
The governor?
He had the good seats.
The governor.
Yeah, you must have gotten the VIP seat.
Sherry Carr got him his seats.
but I'm saying, it was shocking me, like the area that I went in, and I got to see these old buildings, and now I got to see what it looked like before they kind of fixed it up.
It's beautiful.
They're really reaching out to us to get more events to happen, and we don't want to commit until we get the first one.
We need more parties.
Well, listen.
Yeah, we need more parties. We need more parties.
We got to get the first one under our belt. It's got to be done correctly. If people do what we think they want to do and gonna do, we're going to have more.
Okay, so tell me this: how can other people join the 2nd Street or get behind the 2nd Street
Social Club?
Yeah,
it's real easy. You can reach out to us individually. Billy Ruble, Matt Mcdonnell. We're not hard to find. You can go to our Facebook page at 2nd Street Social Club and read about us. You can message us. We'll send you an application. It's $25, family of 4. You get a golf cart, vintage car, ATV, bicycle. We'll let 2 bicycles in for a family of 4.
An entry into Centennial Plaza.
Yeah, that gets you into the party.
Hey guys, we're going to do something we're going to put you on our link tree while you have the event. Yeah. So we'll put you in our link tree. So guys, if you go to our link tree podcast,
you can find it and you can go straight by the
way. We'll add a link in there. So you just click our link and it'll go straight to theirs. And
February 27th. 2022.
So
Sunday of Mardi Gras.
What does it include? Okay, so you get the application, you pay, you're in. Now all of a sudden,
includes you being in.
Tell me what you are.
You are in the parade. Okay, in your 1955 Chevy.
Nice.
Okay.
Or brand new golf cart.
Or
bicycle, motorcycle, or vintage car.
Or vintage golf carts, guys. Don't let them discriminate.
I have a vintage golf cart.
What about a ruckus bike? Because Jordan's got a ruckus bike.
Bike will work.
You can get 2 for $25 on that.
Yeah. All right, so that gets you in the parade
and into Centennial Plaza.
We're going to parade down 2nd Street. It's going to be 45 minutes. Hour.
Are y'all throwing beads and candies and doubloons and
except at one location?
We're listening.
Your house?
No.
We're totally going to respect the people that aren't involved and the people that are having front yard parties. That's going to be the coolest part of this whole deal, is that people that live on 2nd Street that are members of our club aren't parading. They're having parties.
Yeah.
So their own golf course, country club community style, where you get that.
No. This is old school style.
Define old school, Matt, because we're here as a bridge between
the old people and you guys.
Yeah.
But you know what? There are people.
Don't do that to me, bro.
That's why you ran out of my house that night.
There's still people that like to entertain in their front yard. And 2nd Street is so fun because it's a big, wide street, oak trees galore. I mean, come on, the ambiance is there. All you got to do is come to have fun, and the parade's going to go right by your house.
So I would
follow it into Centennial.
So look at
and we got a 3-hour party.
So look at this though, real quick. I would say, guys, signing up for this because it's good to be a part of your community. This is a big thing. It's like
huge networking opportunity.
The whole message is getting together with the locals and having a good time, right or wrong. Like that is it. Like
right.
throw a party, get together, meet a new friend, network, have a good time.
Also, we've left out the fact that we are going to have the Gulfport.
Put up Mike. Come talk to the mic.
We are going to have the Gulfport High marching band.
Oh, nice.
Along with the
I already read it.
The drum line.
Kind of figured it out.
And the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Even nicer.
Yeah. So okay. You know what? When it goes back to all of the corporate people in the city of Gulfport that have joined, all the members that have joined from BioView, Wood Glen, Broadmoor, where else, Billy?
Magnolia Grove.
I mean, we've got people from all over the city that have joined up.
Hansborough.
If you lived in O'Neill on O'Neill Road, could you join?
If you lived in Ocean Springs, could you join?
We do have several Ocean Springs members
and out of state members
whose families lived on 2nd Street, but they've moved on and they live in Ocean Springs, but they remember living on 2nd Street.
Do me and Jordan get automatic honorary memberships?
By all means.
I love it.
Let me ask you this. Could you guys broadcast live from
Probably
the event?
not.
If we have the right. So
right now, we don't have the ability.
So the internet is what we've been battling with. Every time we go out to do a live show, it doesn't we do the live show and we don't have the internet.
And it'll cut in and out. And,
dude,
nothing's worse than listening to a CD that skips, right?
Listen, take what we can get right now.
Look, we do have some other cool.
I'll run around with a mic.
We'll do interviews.
We have a cabaret style singer. Mishi. Okay.
Mishi. Where did y'all find Mishi?
No, we found Mishi. She's one of Rob Stinson's ladies, and she performs at Salutes, and she also performs at the Sapphire Club.
Sapphire Supper Club
down in Biloxi.
Okay.
Yeah. No, Mishi is very.
So you guys have done a lot of planning and a lot of thought behind your entertainment. And
we didn't figure this out on the side of the Highway 9.
So how often are you guys meeting right now to put this together?
Probably 4 days a week.
4 days a week.
Yeah. But no, you got to understand, we discuss other things, football, politics,
but
weather.
Mainly right now, focus on this.
We do this at 2nd Street City Hall.
And is it an open forum for any 2nd Street member now?
5 o'clock kill.
I'm gonna take a quick pause.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Headphones.
So, Billy, when did you first meet Matt Mcdonnell?
Well, Matt used to ride by right when the Corona started. He came down to he moved to 711 2nd Street, and he would pass by in the Bama Bird.
Is that what y'all call it?
It's a Thunderbird with Alabama on the side of it. It's a Thunderbird. It's maroon. It's
bad.
I bet it's terrible.
Anyway,
it's got the decals on it. He took a 4th Thunderbird and he turned it to an Alabama.
He ruined it.
And y'all let him in the 2nd Street Club?
He would pass by and he would ask my friend Mark Slogan and I. We found a cure for the coronavirus, and he kept passing by, but he would never stop. So anyway, one day I was riding. I really had not met Matt. We knew who each other were. I was riding down. I rode my golf cart down the beach, and he was sitting outside, and it was during cruising the coast, and he was out in the street by a grass lawn in the 700 block of East Beach Boulevard, and we pulled up and we had a nice conversation, and he came up with the idea about the 2nd Street.
So this is all pretty recent. This is friendships recent. It's all blossomed.
I had known Matt. I met Matt 2 years ago.
That's awesome.
We've become fast friends. And
so me and Jordan, we grew up together. So we've been working on this.
Matt and I we're growing together now.
There you go. I mean, it's all about the company you keep, though. You know that. And he's definitely one of the shakers and movers that make things happen. Yeah. So he's great someone to partner up with for this event.
I want them more.
Yeah, no, I already know.
I know, but I want them more for me. I love what y'all are doing, but it's so cool that the history of Gulfport.
I know the history of Gulfport. Matt is real good at what he does.
So you combine the two, and we got a good event.
I think he was a little apprehensive joining forces with me, but
he must have asked around.
That's the reason he was.
You had Bobby Brazier talking to me on the phone there.
Everybody
so I
knows Billy. Everybody.
Well,
you probably gave them all a hug.
Hey.
I hugged him, all right.
This wasn't hard to figure out because the contacts and the people that Billy know are all about doing things that are a little bit different. And that's what this event has evolved into. And that's really the part of the success that I got to give Billy credit for, is that the people that know who he is and know what he's capable of doing, they bought in because they know that it's going to be a good event. I know a little bit about promoting events, just a little bit.
Not too much. Not too much, Matt. Don't toot your horn here.
I mean, no, seriously. I mean, it's about putting on what you say you're going to do, delivering a product that's better than what you're telling the people it's going to be, and doing it and not owing anybody any money.
Yeah, under promise, over deliver.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Motto.
And so we're going to be able to do that with no problem. The amount of people that have gotten involved have surprised me. I learned a lot about things that I knew nothing about getting into this event. For example,
got a lot of permits.
You got to have permits. You got to have insurance. You got to communicate well with the chief of police, because they've got to coordinate all the activities that go on. So all those things are happening.
I love you, Liz.
That all those things are happening and are going to continue to happen.
So are they shutting down the streets?
No. It's going to be like a rolling procession, like a funeral almost.
Okay.
It's just going to be a big one. It's
Right.
going to be big because there's a lot of interest, but it's going to be manageable because it's automobiles and golf carts that we can group together. All right. But we're going to have some cool things with the band, with the marching band, with Mishi. We have a king, we have a queen, we have a captain. Okay. This is the captain of our carnival right here, Billy Ruble.
Hey.
Captain of carnival. All right. So Billy, he's got to be the pace car for the parade with the tractor. And that's going to.
Are you starting it all off? Are you leading the procession?
With you, Billy?
I'm gonna let the cops lead it, but I'm gonna follow.
Billy, can I
Real
ride with
tight.
you?
Yeah.
Normally it's the other way around, huh, Billy? The cops are following you, or
So who's riding on the tractor, Billy?
We're gonna have Mishi, the cabaret singer.
No, but at the very big, I'm talking on the top, the hood of the tractor. Who's at the very front, like the ornament?
Oh, no. Let me tell you the coolest thing that the
I'm
tractor
gonna have my front end loader with.
you guys are gonna love this, man.
Oh, they're playing
y'all
this
are
thing out.
charitable.
Well, it's awesome.
Y'all have proven with your pink dress run, y'all are charitable guys. Okay.
yeah.
You know what the lead of the tractor is? It's a bucket. Okay. The bucket's going to
front
be
end
turned.
loader.
The front end loader is going to be leaned up with a sign that says, "Feed my sheep."
Matt.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
you get to put it in the camera right there.
Oh, there it
The
is.
front end loader.
There it is, man. That's a
Kubota, that's a good
So
tractor
when-
right
when
there.
you look at these
Yeah.
parades, like
Several of them.
so when you look at a parade and that front part of the parade is such a like it's a staple. It's like, hey,
it's
we're
a
here.
statement, is what it
It's
is.
a
Yeah, it's
statement.
definitely a
We're going to make
statement.
a statement with the
I said it
lead
wrong.
in
It
the
said
parade.
staple. It's statement.
It's going to be a staple though after so many
Cranberry
years.
vodkas.
So I love the whole idea of where this came from. It sounds like, you kind of had a plan. I asked him where he met you. He said that he was watching Cruising the Coast.
No,
and,
I was riding down the beach.
and he rode up to you and you were sitting there and kind of came up with the idea. So it's something that's been on your mind for a while.
Well, I wanted to do a backyard show with some of the local bands to where they could come and, 50, 100 people could show up and pay them a wage and we could get live entertainment. But,
It's so hard to get. Yeah.
COVID
We already
was such
know.
a crazy thing. And I'm not going to get into politics or anything. I'm just telling you, it was crazy to manage. I wouldn't want to have been an elected official trying to do it.
No doubt.
It's impossible to manage. But nonetheless, we're proud that we waited. Our success is due to the fact that we did wait, and we're going to do it responsibly, professionally, and we're going to have a lot
Can
of fun.
we cheers to the fact that y'all are trying to bring locals together?
No, but
That's what this is about.
listen.
Cheers beer. Cheers beer. We got cheers beers. Matt, where's your
You
beer?
wouldn't have believed the participation we've had in the community.
200 plus.
200 plus, and that is families. That's times 3 or 4. That's 1,000 people easy.
And that's to me. It's,
And we have a lot of our good friends that hadn't signed up.
Oh, so we're counting on you, good
so
friend.
can we, do you have a list of them?
Oh,
Yeah, we'll call them out.
I do.
We will publicly call people out.
Call them out.
Yeah, Billy, who are they?
I gotta
Come on, get them on here.
Come on. Our buddy Brom, come on, join us, man.
Oh, here we go. Matt ain't scared to call them
Thank
out.
God,
Come
thank
on,
God.
man.
Hey, listen, thank God Johnny Ray paid today.
Johnny Ray.
Who is Johnny Ray? Are you serious right now? You gonna leave your boy out like that?
He's in.
Okay.
All right, who's not in?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Who else?
No,
Get him in
no,
here.
no,
Okay.
Hey, listen, we've had a great participation. I think it's going to work out really good. And Chris, we know you're in.
So that's too funny. But Here's the thing: you
Chris,
put
pay
on
up,
a show.
pay
You
up,
put on a
Chris.
show this year,
Pay up, Chris.
and the ones who aren't in
It's
it,
only $25.
the ones who aren't in it are going to feel missed out and left out, and then they're going to join it to next year.
No, they'll go to the Pass Christian parade, and when they leave there, they'll stop by Centennial, and we're gonna clip them for $20.
20 at the door.
20 at the door.
Well, but you know
bring
what,
your whole family of 5.
You know what though? When you charge an admission, it brings a different crowd. I've been in the entertainment business a long time, and by charging admission, you're going to get the kind of people that are there to have fun, not to create a problem.
Yeah.
Right?
That's really it.
No doubt.
I think that I'm telling you, it's people like y'all that are coming together, like friends that are coming together, having a couple of brewskis, coming up with an idea, want to help the community.
And new friends at that. It
Yeah.
not like
2
something
years
like.
ain't going. Hey, you know
I
what?
just met Matt. I hope hopefully it'll
Now, we just met Matt. He's
Well,
been great to us, man. He's
100%.
always look out for us. Put us under his wing.
having that,
We
like,
appreciate that.
but when you see, so Gulfport, when this does, when y'all pull this off, and y'all will pull this off, and it's be successful. But like that's what brings people to like buy a house here
Right.
and bring their family here, and that's like
or
important.
open a business here.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you know what? I think this is already a success, and we're 2 months out, and with the participation we've had, it's already a success. I mean,
Yeah, because we're going to call them out every episode until
We had a lady.
Give us a list. We'll do it every episode.
come on, Brumfield.
I need you guys to push some of y'all's listeners to our Facebook page.
we definitely can do that. Tell them where to find it right now, Matt. Tell them where to find it.
2nd Street Social Club is the page.
And we're out. We'll have you tomorrow. You will have you on our link, our
link tree.
in.
So you
click on
guys
there.
can go find it.
Well, but
Yeah.
let me tell you what I read. I read from a resident of 2nd Street whose home was featured in the Christmas tour of homes.
And what is Christmas tour homes?
It was where they showcased 4 homes on 2nd Street. They were all very
like
nice.
in the magazine or
Very nice. No,
and,
a walking tour.
Mrs.
Okay,
Kathy
okay.
Reeman's home also
Yeah,
on Thornton.
Well, Miss Kathy Reeman suggested that this was a lot like what happened after Katrina, where people came together to meet to discuss all the problems they were having getting rebuilt and getting their lives back together. And what was that called?
Hey, listen, after the storm in 2006, I moved to 634 2nd Street. There was not anything down there. I mean, the foxes and coyotes, there was nothing there. And there was, at nighttime, it was a little dangerous with people knocking on doors trying to bum money. I mean, and as it progressed, I was in 2006. At about 2008 or 9, we formed a group called SOTS. It was South of the Tracks.
I like that.
I know.
I love acronyms.
There was a party at
SOTS.
There was a party. There was a party. South of the Tracks, and we're trying to get community involvement. And we had parties. We had parties at Mrs. Peggy Rylands. We had a party.
Our queen.
We had our queen, and there was a few more parties. And anyway, and long story short, SOTS doesn't sound that great, but we've evolved into the 2nd Street Social Club as a result of Mr. Matt Mcdonnell, who spent 24 years in OS, and he gravitated down here to God's country.
To God's country.
You know what though? To learn about SOTS, I didn't know what SOTS was until Kathy Reeman pointed out that we used to meet together to discuss things after Katrina, and it was called South of the Tracks, SOTS.
And have parties.
So I'm sure
It's mainly about the spirit.
Guys,
you had to have-
so right now we're talking for the older listeners and the younger listeners. When they're talking this, they're talking ragers. Okay,
But
They
you
threw
know what?
down.
Though? That's what creates fabric in communities and
Yeah,
neighborhoods.
it is. And friendship.
And so what we've learned by people wanting to put the yard signs that they buy from us, we don't give those away. They're $10. And we're not doing it to make money. We're doing it to pay the bills because we want a first-class party. We want insurance. We want police. We want a nice facility at Centennial Plaza. We want to have good bands afterwards. And that's what you get when you join. That $25 membership for a family of 4, tell me where you beat that deal.
No, you're not.
Tell me where you beat
Did
that
I see
deal.
that was like a can drive or something to the?
Yes, the can
I
drive.
didn't even talk about that yet.
The can drive is part of our deal.
Feed my sheep.
Yeah,
Okay.
feed my sheep. Go ahead and tell them, Billy.
No, well, go ahead. I mean, well,
Y'all both tell us. Come
Well,
on,
I'll
somebody
tell you
tell
what
us.
it
Y'all take turns and tell us all.
Matt talks better than more than me.
No, you
More,
are
yes.
amazing.
A lot
Better,
more. But,
no,
but
y'all
anyway,
guys-
listen, we had a little blowback from a nonprofit or this or that, and we decided to instead of having 1 or 2 charities, we chose to have Feed My Sheep, it's always good to feed the people.
That's right. That's
and
right.
we got together with Feed My Sheep, and they had a board meeting, and Matt and I met out there, and instead of having to wait a couple of weeks to figure out what they wanted to do, they rolled it right through, and they are our title sponsor, charity, whatever you want to call them. They are.
So there is a canned food drive. So if you guys come, bring cans.
We want to put all the effort and energy into helping out the
Feed My
charity to the best that we can. So we selected them, and we've already committed $500 of the money that we've raised so far. So that's part of our.
Yeah, that's good.
It's going to be a lot better.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do the day of, between myself,
hold on, and then we have one of the biggest.
Rob Stinson with Salute has agreed. He's one of our sponsors, and he's agreed to help us raise money.
And he's good at that.
For Feed My
Yes.
Sheep.
And Rob's out of there, Salutes, but he's also like Kelly's, and I think he's at the Reef.
He's
And,
in a lot of places.
He's a lot of places, and he's probably listening. We'll listen to you, Rob.
There you go, man.
But Rob,
can you
thank
hear me on your radio?
Thank you if you are listening, Rob, because listen, to raise money for this organization that's helping so many people in so many different ways.
And he's good at what he
I
does.
turned the TV on last night and I hear them talking about Feed My Sheep, along with 4 or 5 other entities helping people get out of the cold weather at a church right down the street from 2nd Street.
Hold on.
Go ahead there.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead there, member.
No, y'all
He's
are
a member of the church, man.
Matt,
and it's good.
This is how I feel right now. Okay.
It's all good.
It's at the William.
Yeah, the William Ruble Family Shelter. It's all good. I mean, but what I'm learning about is that where I live is a really cool space, not just from how it looks or how it feels, but what it does for the community. And that's kind of inspired us to do this event. If we're successful,
You will be successful.
Yeah, I
We
think
will
you're
look
already
at-
successful.
we
Billy, you said it
will look at-
earlier.
I
right?
think so.
Yeah.
we will
You
look,
made it here. We're talking about it. That's success.
we will look at doing other things to help our community and to bring positive and favorable attention.
So Second Street could evolve not just to a Mardi Gras thing, but could to anything.
Yeah, well, Second Street for definitely
Could be a Second Street
big-
fishing rodeo.
You remember years ago, y'all are probably
Billy doesn't like to fish, so that ain't gonna work.
I know, but Mr. Billy Ruble likes St. Patty's Day, and I can tell you, we used to have a heck of a show that would roll down Courthouse Road and take a left on 16th Street and go by TO's and all the bars there. That was a great thing.
And it's been
No,
gone.
what year was this?
It was for many years, but it ended on August 29th, 2005.
Would you bring
A
it
lot
back?
of things ended then,
Yeah,
right?
What? That's true. That is true though. They had a lot of that stuff did never come back after all. And
Well,
05 never come
they
back.
had a nice little group from Tea Garden Road up and down Restaurant Road right there.
So
That was called 16th Street.
So I'll dive in. Like you said, I'm from Latimer. I can't say I'm Latimer. You're right.
Yeah.
We grew up in Latimer. And I moved over towards. My dad lived in Ocean Springs Road by the hospital. And then as I got older, I bought my first house. I bought it in Hickory Hills.
Right.
So Gaucher started my match store, kind of, early 20s trying to go. And then me and Emily got together and decided, with her work, she works in Poplarville. Gulfport's the best area for us to, be for, where
Centrally
we want.
located.
Yeah. And to see it, in the last 5 years, I would say,
No, it's really good.
Dude, it's
really
amazing
good.
to see,
It's
like,
done
I'm
a great
very-
job.
Hey, Rebecca, I love you. Okay. These are the people that I really, when I see it, and we've seen each other out at events, but that's something that we need more events in these. Look, do your own city. Like if you're from Biloxi or Springs, whatever, you have an idea, get with a friend and create an event.
Yeah.
I would say that.
Well,
right?
but do this though. Go through the proper channels. Make
Oh,
sure
absolutely,
your paperwork-
always.
Make sure your paperwork is in order. Make sure
Don't
you got a good game plan, because you know what? You can't put things like this together haphazardly. You got to think through all of the elements, and that's what I bring to the party from an event side. Billy brings the history.
The network.
I think
the
Billy wants
network.
all-
He
everybody
brings-
together.
Billy, is this you on the tractor right here in this picture? Because this picture, you look like you're about 32 in that picture right
Is
there.
this you?
Yeah.
This is a big-ass tractor.
Mark Slogel took that picture.
That's a good pick of you, man.
Yeah.
We need to put that on the.
Hey, but in all seriousness, though, please, we want to help out Feed My Sheep. This is about giving back, because in the end, we're going to pay all the bills. We're going to have a little bit of money left over to where we can
do it again.
to do some other events.
And that's why we are the
2nd Street Social Club. We are that. All right. But you know what, though? please remember, you're in a neighborhood. We want people to act right. We want people to come and be respectful of other people's property. Come and have fun at folks' front yard. If we get 10 front yard parties, we are a winner.
Will they be
we are a
porta
winner
potties?
with 10.
Is there going to be
parties.
public restrooms?
Yeah, you have to have that.
Well,
porta potties.
We're going to follow what the city of Gulfport tells us we need to do.
And if you need to brainstorm and
If
any
you gotta
ideas,
use
me and
the-
Jordan are high with ideas
Yeah,
right now.
if you gotta use the restroom, if you do hang out at a family, you need to ask them, do not walk in somebody's house randomly.
No,
Right?
we don't want people
Right.
walking into anybody's house randomly.
And
If
that-
you're at a front yard party, I'm sure they're going to make arrangements for their front yard party. But in terms of having something on the street, if the city asks us to provide restrooms, we have no problems doing that. We're going to follow what they want us to do.
That's right.
And guys, you know what? Be honest with you, that there's a porta potty there. I might slide off and piss in the grass. Okay. Sorry.
Second,
cannot
that's on
condone-
Third Street.
I cannot
We do that on
condone
Third Street, not
Fourth
Second
Street,
Street.
I cannot condone bad behavior on Second Street.
Well, guys, hey, we really appreciate y'all coming. Tell them all again where they can find it. It's Second Street
Social Club
on Facebook.
On Facebook.
And that's where they can join. They mention you guys' names. You send them applications.
If they message us, we respond. We've got merchandise that's doing exceptionally well. Yard signs.
February 27th, Sunday.
We form up just north of the aquarium between Federal Courthouse and the police department. We roll down 2nd Street. We land at Centennial Plaza for the 3-hour big show, big boogie. Okay, 3 hours, Centennial Plaza, 2 to 5, February 27th.
And if you don't want to hit the parade, like hit that after show too.
The after party is where it's
After
at.
party is
By all
gonna be like
means.
huge.
There could be 600, 700, 800 people there.
Ask for Billy. He'll give you a huggy
Yeah, 100%.
or a hug.
or a hug.
No, literally, if we have a Chamber of Commerce Day with the 250 members that we are, 210 families, we literally could have 800 to 1,200 people there.
Oh, no,
That's
it's-
huge.
It'd be a great
And
deal.
that becomes a major event for
The city of Gulfport and Centennial.
I promise you, in 5 years, y'all gonna come back and be like, "Damn, this thing is."
I think you're right.
And we're
I
going to
hope
be
so.
like,
And
man, we
thank-
broke the
thank-
news here first on Kathy and
Thank
Susie's
you, guys.
You did.
Thank you.
Hey, cheers!
Cheers,
Hey,
guys.
guys.
We appreciate it.
Cheers to people
Thank
that
y'all.
love their community.
Here's
Yeah.
the Scoop in Main Street Media.
There we go. There we go. All right, guys. Thanks for checking in. We'll see y'all next time.
All right, guys. Hey.
I got the yellow ribbon. So, you know, it's okay. It's okay. You know.
How many times did you sit back just relaxing?